So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I've actually heard of Cordae's songs. Maybe if he was in a feature, I would have listened to it. But yesterday, if you guys saw my community post, you could see I was having withdrawals from rap music. People have been really slow in 2022. But a lot of people were saying as well that Cordae's got his album out. So if that's what you guys want to see, that's what I'll react to. We're going to start off with Shilow's intro. So I assume this is the first one on the album.
Like I said, when I was 9, that my first time I held a 9. Put it on God, man, it must have been a sign. Cause my mother, she was stripping, she was always on his mind. While her boyfriend, he was prepping, he didn't have a lot of time. So he showed me where it was and showed me how to work it. Just in case a nigga run up in his bitch. Gotta murk him 13, I was serving, nigga 15. Persian, nigga trying to be a cocaine cowboy. Michael Irvin, nigga 16. I was deep up in the trenches, hopping fences. Around the time they gave my boy life status, but I still ain't learned, nigga. I was trying.
I vibe with people that do intros like this. Like, I know Juice WRLD does it a lot with his intros in an album. He'd do, like, talking and things like that. I really like that. I know Toosey did it as well. He did talking in this at the start. And it kind of gives you an in-depth of what that album's going to be about. So, obviously, this seems quite deep. He's talking about, like, when I was 9, this happened. Something about his mum's boyfriend and things like that. So, okay, you know it's going to be quite a deep album. I just love it. I think it gives it atmosphere.
Hopping fences around the time they gave my boy life status, but I still ain't learned, nigga. I was trying to learn, nigga. Trying to put somebody in a grave or urn, nigga. 17, police with my ass just for being black. No charges filed against me, but was the friend that see my uncle in the prison.
The
shit.
Rise.
That couldn't break the cycle like recycle. They
love
want to
that.
Back. 18, lion tigers, bears. I was living with them. Went to prison with them. Going business with them. I'm 21, my cellmate been down for 35. He just trying to see the sun before he got it down. So why would I go and cry? I got another chance. See, you don't know the struggle, so you wouldn't understand. Cause in my book, my mama raised a man. Cause I could have stitched him.
Absolutely loving the rise of the music, like the melody in the background, the rise of this orchestra sort of thing, definitely sending it almost to like a climax, definitely raising the atmosphere. Love that. This is his life story, it seems like.
Out the camp, I can tell you what I seen or what I lived. It's up to you. Or let my brother tell the story from a bird's eye view.
And my brother told the story from the bird's eye view. The album is called Bird's Eye View. Very clever. Okay, I really like that intro now. Smooth. That little bird in the background.
Extinction, hell bent on survival. This life's a continuous cycle. Consider this a venomous haiku. This ain't a verse, nigga. And I done dealt with the worst niggas. The type to steal your shit and search with you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect this sort of sound from Cordae. Obviously, like I said, I've never heard of him, so I didn't know what where he'd come with it. Was he very melodic? Was he more rap? I didn't expect this tone, that's for sure. And it's very deep as well. I really like the start with the drums. It wasn't like a drum kit, it was more of like I can't get my head around what type of drum it was, but it wasn't like the standard drum kit you'd hear in like rap music and pop music and all that sort of stuff. It had more of a smooth vibe to it. And they're talking about the brink of extinction. You can tell he's really deep with his tone.
And I done dealt with the worst niggas. The type to steal your shit and search with you. Nothing ordinary. I've been having vivid dreams. Them shits is more than scary. Graveyards and mortuaries. Haunted by these goals that I'm trying to accomplish. Underrated, overhated, I'm tired of the nonsense. Things I could have done better, it lies in my conscience. And I'll never forget it. I'm my worst critic. Such an overthinker. I'm so self-reflective. God willing, these parables go and sell some records. Politicians out here lying, trying to sell a message. 10,000 hours, penmanship is well perfected.
I'm truly shocked with how deep he's actually gone. First of all, talk about the self-critique, talking about how people, him an example, is his own critique. Like, he criticizes himself so much that he's his own weakness when it comes to think. He thinks that he can never do anything right. He hears people calling him overrated, underrated, and it's like, what actually am I? And people are their own self-critique, and that's the damage sometimes when you're critiquing yourself so much that you physically feel like you can't do anything right. But when there's a little balance to it, self-critique is a good thing. It makes you try harder in what you do. And as well about the politics, when he was like, can we really trust political people out there. We think that they're like a higher power and that we need to listen to them. But who's to know if it's everything they do is for their own gain?
Lion trying to sell a message. 10,000 hours, penmanship is well perfected. I'm just trying to get my point across. And on my mama, I will die for the right cause.
Love that.
What's life without sacrifice? And you just wasting talent if you never strategize. Stare death in the face with the saddest eyes. Taking risk situations getting magnified. What's your ideal way of demise? The price of fame costs your life, but staying alive is more important. The death is the greatest surprise. I see the hate in your eyes. I saw potential at first. Grew up resentment for earth. You lust for power too much, and it's getting worse. The more you get, the more that your desire can quench your thirst.
I'm truly, genuinely vibing with Cordae. I think as a person, he seems like a really good person. The way that he says, I will die for the things that I believe is right. Like, why is no one sacrificing things? Why is no one putting in what they think is right and making a change? And he will die for that. And I love that. The things he's talking about here, not every artist wants to talk about. They'll talk about the simple things because they don't want to get into it. And I love the fact that he is mentioning about the politics, mentioning about how he feels about himself, and saying that, yeah, I will do this if it's for a good cause. I don't mind what happens to me. And I love that. I think as a person, he seems like a really good person. What I've noticed is he doesn't have a chorus in this. So it's very easy for this song to be skipped over because people like something that they can catch on to, a hook that they can catch on to. But this is definitely a song you need to listen to, like, just to understand who he is as a person.
Much, and it's getting worse. The more you get, the more that your desire can quench your thirst. Of a conqueror, ask Alex as Christopher. 7-figure checks, they require my signature. Drive-by shootings, homicides, and vehicular. Now fuck your art critic, can't decide what my picture's worth. I just know that it's painted well. Your favorite artist's first priority is gaining wealth. Sprinkle holy water on a tainted cell. My brother asked me how the fuck can he maintain in hell. That's another story for a different day. He just told me don't switch your ways, nigga.
He just told me don't switch your ways, don't change. And the facts in that, I was literally just watching a podcast where they were talking about how quickly people switch up as soon as they get money. They can become a normal person, they can be a normal person, and as soon as they gain a little bit of wealth, they completely change. And he mentioned the exact same thing. He said these favourite artists of yours probably only did it for the money. And when they did that, he said a bar about desire overcomes your thirst or something like that. The more you get, the more desire you have. And that's true. The more money you get, the more fame you get, the more you crave that. If any of you have heard the Island Boys, I watched a Logan Paul podcast on that, and it was crazy how much they had become like so money hungry. Like, once someone said to him about how maybe if it doesn't work out, you can do this. And they didn't want to hear it. They were like, who are you? You don't earn as much money as me. And they were so, like, controlled by money about the wealth they had got just from this one song that they completely changed who they were.
For a different day. He just told me don't switch your ways, nigga.
I just like... I'm really vibing with genuinely the instrumental. Very different. Yeah, completely vibe with that instrumental. I love that instrumental. I thought it was very different. Rap music doesn't do things like that. And so like these instruments, the synth he had in it, the type of drums that he had, very different. Oh, we've got a music video. Are my subtitles on? Oh.
Yeah. Last year I made 7 million, didn't have to do a single fucking show. Should I told my niggas up at...
That is the tone that I was expecting. I was expecting more of that sort of style rather than the first one. The first one was so deep and like so... He seemed so calm. I got like J. Cole vibes from that first one. But this is very different.
Last year I made 7 million, didn't have to do a single fucking show. Shout out to my niggas up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl.
Cordae Cola.
Moments is a Super Bowl. My nigga Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey, that's the perks you get from being super dope. This is real life, ain't no act in it. All these rap niggas, they be Brad Pitt. Every little thing I do is mad different. Got my little cousin playing badminton. Gave my little bro a quick 50 piece, he got the whole motherfucking trap hitting. I've been stacking up all these assets, can be conducting any bad business. Like, whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me. My nigga, I'm big homie.
Alright, I'm going to pause it before that chorus is. I love melody in rap music. I love it. And clearly that's what he's done here. He's come out with these lyricism and then he's come out with some melody. And he seems really young for his... Well, I don't know how old he is. If you guys know, please put in the comments below how old he is. But he does seem very young. And the stuff he was coming out with in the first one shocked me for how he actually looks. He looks like he has a lot of wisdom for however old he is. This is obviously now talking about him coming up, you know, he's doing well. Like when he said, yeah, I can contact Jack because I'm just dope like that.
Real quick 50 piece, he got the whole motherfucking trap hitting. I've been stacking up all these assets, can be conducting any bad business. Like, whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me. My
nice.
Nigga, I'm big homie. Hey, I can't ever slip homie. My mama might flip on me. Like, whoa, hey, drop top coupe in the motherfucking summer. I rest my case like, hey, I'ma live life to the fullest with every single breath I take. Like, let me tell you niggas something real quick. Hey, you asshole, you can suck my dick, get cold every time that you touch my wrist. I'm the greatest nigga, can't fuck with this. My niggas pull up in them Chevys and Beamers. We all young and rich, you can't check my demeanor. I just bought a Birkin for my Aunt Regina. I've been getting money since I was a senior, but last year
Vibing. I vibed with that whole chorus into another verse. That was so clever. The transition was so smooth. I really liked the melody of the chorus. It was very catchy. It was very head bobbing. And then how we just turned from this I am the greatest people to like if you touch my wrist it's cold and all that sort of stuff. The way he brought it into the melody so it linked so easily to the chorus. Loved that.
Can't check my demeanor. I just bought a Birkin for my Aunt Regina. I've been getting money since I was a senior, but last year I made 7 million, didn't have to do a single fucking show. Shout out to my niggas up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl. On my life moments is a Super Bowl. My nigga Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey, that's the perks you get from being super dope. I be feeling against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Niggas asking why I dropped the YB and I had no other choices. We ain't on the shit. And all that janky shit, I'm not condoning it. With a couple niggas, I got a bone to pick. I'm on some movement shit, y'all on some moment shit. But I'll be here forever, y'all can go and quit. We had bad bitches in a new Bentley.
He has bars. I'm not even gonna lie about that. He has bars. Some of the stuff that he comes out with is actually really good, and I really like his rhyme schemes. Everything about it flows really well. He's got very good flow.
Shit, y'all on some moment shit, but I'll be here forever, y'all can go and quit. We had bad bitches in a new Bentley, just re-up from that new stimmy. My brother counting them blue Benjis, only feel good with my crew with me. Like, whoa, they try to question my character. Young, rich, and black, they hate me in America. We some real niggas, don't fit the criteria. Don't like your vibe, not allowed in my area. I entered this game and I came here to change it. Speak my beliefs, now they calling me dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greats. So
hang on, that was quite deep, that bar.
Belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greats. So anybody got a problem with me, can't fake kick it, fuck your politicking.
I like that. I liked how his kind of thought process worked there. How he said that, like, I'm gonna come into this game and if I'm gonna be in this game, I'm gonna be in it as the greatest. I'm not gonna suffer for anything less. And I like that thought process because when you have such a high expectation of yourself, the only way you can go from that is by achieving it, going up with it.
Gotta go down as just one of the greats. So anybody got a problem with me, can't fake kick it, fuck your politicking. I ain't worried about it. I know God is with me. Your peace of mind is worth $1.50. But last year I made 7 million, didn't have to do a single fucking show. Shout out to my niggas up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl.
Oh my days, that first one wasn't even the chorus. This is the chorus about him making 7 million and didn't even have to do a show. Alright, I really like his flow. Very switched up. I thought if that melody, if that singing was the chorus, it's catchy, it works, but I like how he's changed that up a bit. Very different.
Life moments is a Super Bowl. My nigga Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey, that's the perks you get from being super dope.
And I love the instruments he uses. So impressed. I genuinely think he is quite underrated. He has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, these have been out for six hours now, and they've only got like 10,000 views so far. And I think he's genuinely so underrated with the way that he's very different in rap music. And I think the rap genre needs something like this. Someone that raps the way he does with his flows and his bars, but changed it up with the instruments. And that's what's different about him. Nice. His instruments are definitely different.
Yeah.
Momma's Hood.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be more melody?
I was riding through my mama hood, rolling in Jeep.
Definitely not. Definitely not. So far, every song I've listened to in this album, and I've listened to about, this is my third one, his tone's different in every single one. And I'm truly vibing with that. I'm vibing with the fact that he can really change up his tone. Another one who can do that is Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's quite good at changing up his tone with how whichever song that he makes.
I was riding through my mama hood, rolling in Jeep. I ain't playing with you niggas,
Harmonies.
boy, I'm playing for keeps. Fuck you pussy ass niggas, try and prey on the weak. I ain't talking too much, I only say what I mean. I bring the whole city out every time that I'm home. How you all about business, but don't be minding your own. Don't forgive me for my sins, I'm just trying to atone. I'll let it be well known. Yeah, daydream.
How he said that, first of all, about preying on the weak. Now, that is something that a lot of people do. They think that anyone that's weak, that they see as weaker than them, they will target them rather than somebody that they think that's on the same level as them. Because when they're on the same level, they're scared. When someone's weaker than them, they know that they can do it, and that's when they will target that one person. It's cowardly. And then it's how are you all up in my business and not minding your own? I love that, because it's all about, oh, mind your own business, this, that, and the other, talk about all that kind of crap. But then they're so quick to judge other people and start talking about them.
City out every time that I'm home. How you all about business, but don't be minding your own. Don't forgive me for my sins, I'm just trying to atone. I'll let it be well known. Yeah. Daydreaming while I'm scheming on a text. Steady plotting as I'm thinking on the next. Yeah. Confident, although I found myself compressed. Overthinking, worrying, I must confess. Yeah. Even though sometimes I wish I was exaggerating, and all my problems were just figments of imagination. The smartest nigga who had dropped out, fuck your graduation. I think that shit a fucking scam, somebody had to say it. Caught up in the matrix, shit, I had to find a way out. Lost too many niggas, swear this shit is getting played out. Student loan forgiveness, all my debt was finally paid out. Appreciate this shit because the gutter I come straight out.
Nah, I have to Google how old this guy is, because the stuff he is coming out with is so deep. So deep, and I'm truly shocked by it. He definitely gives sort of a balance between J. Cole. I definitely get J. Cole vibes. I think it's more from his flow. Oh my god, he's 24 years old. He's 24 years old. He does not look 24 years old. That's probably why he's so deep, but I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
So my debt was finally paid out. Appreciate this shit because the gutter I come straight out. The bottom of bottoms to the top of the tops. In that power washing van that I just bought for my pops. I talk to him every now and then, more often than not. We upgrading next time that I drop. But for now, I was riding through my mama hood, rolling in Jeep. I ain't playing with you niggas, boy, I'm playing for keeps. Fuck these pussy ass niggas, try and prey on the weak. I ain't talking too much, I only say what I mean. I bring the whole city out every time that I'm home. How you all up?
If you guys know me, I say this every time I hear a harmony, but I love harmonies. Harmonies layer up a song and it sounds so good. And here in this situation, it's different. The way they've used the harmony is quite different because the harmonies are a lot higher. So it's him singing that da 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 mama hood, and then the harmonies are very like da 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 mama hood, like a lot higher. So he's used it differently.
I bring the whole city out every time that I'm home. How you all about business, but don't be minding your own. Lord forgive me for my sins, I'm just trying to atone. I'll let it be well known. Yeah, I heard the cage bird sing and it's a beautiful sound. And it'd be so much fucking better, dog, if you was around. Why they had to kill my nigga over a few little pounds. When I got robbed in high school, you even flew to the town. Couldn't really live with him, now I'm living without him. And you was just here with us listening to the new album. Told me that it was a classic, better than my last shit. We used to have hoop dreams and skip all our classes. And now my nigga dead and gone. Shed these tears as I penned this song. Should've got him out, I'll right my wrong. Real nigga shit what I condone.
Flow
Every
change.
nigga got his flaws, accounts is filled with withdrawals. I paint pictures that's vivid because my feelings so raw. This shit
Vibing with that flow change was very smooth, but I feel like every rapper has experienced like a death of a brother almost in their life. Like again, now Cordae is saying about how you was literally listening to my last album with me and you flew in when I was in trouble and all these sort of things, the memories that he had, and now I have to live without you. Every rapper seems to have suffered with one of their close brothers or friends being murdered, and that's quite sad.
Flaws, accounts is filled with withdrawals. I paint pictures that's vivid because my feelings so raw. This shit I'm dealing with, it's no mistake that I was put in this position just to open gates. The niggas with the least to offer got the most to say. The funeral was too much, I couldn't show my face. Instead, I was riding through.
Hold on, am I right in thinking that when he said there about I was put in this position so I have to open gates, is he still talking about a death knell? Is he talking about his place in music? Like, he was put in this position, so why is he not inspiring people? He should be inspiring people, and that's what he's going to do now that he's in the position of where he is in music. Let's rewind it.
That I was put in this position just to open. This shit I'm dealing with, it's no mistake that I was put in this position just to open gates. The niggas with the least to offer got the most to say. The funeral was too much, I couldn't show my face.
I reckon it's still about the death.
Mama hood, rolling in G. I ain't playing with you niggas, boy, I'm playing for keeps. Fuck these pussy ass niggas, try and prey on the weak. I ain't talking too much, I only say what I mean. I bring the whole city out every time that I'm home. How you all about business, but don't be minding your own. Lord forgive me for my sins, I'm just trying to atone. I'll let it be well known. Yeah.
That's another thing I was going to say as well about the ad-libs. Normally when artists do ad-libs, it doesn't really, it's almost like a way of kind of closing the gap. And it kind of gets a bit annoying at times because it's like you could have easily put in some more bars in there. But the way he uses ad-libs here is quite smooth. It fits in and you want to hear that yeah, and go back into it. It's smooth and it works well.
This song is dedicated to my dog Juwan Ross. We called him Pit, who got killed last summer in a shootout. And we used to be on the basketball team together, man, me and him. We always used to hoop together. And bro was the first one getting money amongst us all. Like, he was like 15, 16 years old, and he always kept a bankroll on him. And I just miss my dog, man.
That's so sad. That is so sad. I really like how they do mention him though, that they do still, it's almost like they don't forget about him, which I love. One from me.
Yeah, we need to talk, my nigga. How come you ain't never...
A bit more of a...
All my bitches talking about...
Alright, okay. I am vibing with his instruments that he uses. Why are they so different? Like this one, it's like a smooth 90s style. Honestly, how is he not more famous than he is? He's definitely got a place in the rap industry.
Talk, my nigga. How come you ain't never flew me out? All my bitches talking about they getting flued out. One of my girls, nigga, just iced her wrist and her neck. Matter of fact, he iced both of her wrists. And, nigga, what you want from me? I need more from you. I need some action. Okay?
Okay, what do you want from me? What do you need? I'm only a human, baby, and we all bleed. Never live with vices or destroy with greed. I'm a man with pride, I won't beg or plead. Just ask, what do you want from me?
He definitely loves the way he harmonizes. It's very different to how a normal person would. So obviously he sings like normal, and it's a very high pitch him, like his voice singing above it, layering it, and that seems like his style. But what I do like is none of his songs so far sound the same. Like a lot of artists can go very wrong with their albums because every song sounds the same, and sometimes if you listen to it, you don't know if it's that song, because it sounds so similar. His tones are very different in all his music so far. Like, this one now is very smooth, but it's like, what do you want from me? Can I ever be enough? Like, everyone's always asking for something, but I'm only human. How much can I take? All meanings are different as well.
I'm a man with pride, I won't beg or plead. Just ask, what do you want from me? Is it ever enough?
Probably not.
What do you want from me? Is it ever enough? Hey, check it. Men and women are quite different, though our vision is jaded. We originated to coexist however you play it. Woman was made from the man's rib, that's why we can't live. You be the judge, but ain't no Uncle Phil without an Aunt Viv. Mother Nature and Father Time, moonlight and sunshine.
No, that was a beautiful bar. So obviously he's talking about men and women coexisting in this way, like we are equals, and how he says there was never an Uncle Phil without an Aunt Viv, and I love that. Everyone always so quick to talk about Uncle Phil when it comes to like the Prince of Bel-Air, but nobody ever mentions the wife. Like, it's not a thing, and I love that he's actually made it very equal there, and he's talking about both at the same time. He's not degrading women in any way, he's actually doing the opposite, which in a rap music is quite rare, because there is a lot of degrading women in rap music. It's just kind of how the genre is built, and I love that.
But ain't no Uncle Phil without an Aunt Viv. Mother Nature and Father Time, moonlight and sunshine. Everything's interconnected and it's all by design. Yin and yang, and since the Big Bang, ain't shit changed. Sometimes I feel like Russell Wilson, other days I'm Rick James. Life is a balance. Duality is one of my talents. If you ask me to express myself, that's gonna be a challenge. When I bought that Birkin bag, I had to ask my accountant. He said, hell nah, but mustard seed faith move mountains. Bad decisions will derive from you just being in love. She ain't the type who out all night that you could see in the club. We both share the same problems, we got too much pride. What do you want from me? Got nothing to hide, girl. Okay, come on, what do you want from me?
Wait, hang on. So I've just realised now the chorus was very different to what the verse was on about. The verse was talking about like men and women, talking about his like faith almost as well, and how he seems to have met someone who she's a wife. She's not like someone you'd see in a club. And like, but then the chorus is like, what do you want from me? I'm only human. So if I listen to it a bit more, will I find out? But I'm actually quite confused with this one now.
Much pride. What do you want from me? Got nothing to hide, girl. Okay, come on, what do you want from me? What do you need? I'm only a human, baby, and we all bleed. Never led with vices or destroyed with greed. I'm a man with pride. I won't beg or plead. Just ask, what do you want from me? Is it ever enough?
Nice.
What do you want from me? Is it ever enough? Hey, check it. Hey, yo. Okay, sometimes I fantasize about life, then I analyze. The missing pieces is written thesis I can't advise. Improper inner circles, gotta sanitize. I clean house, cause some only like to vandalize. Plotting on your downfall, although I plan to rise. Life's your biggest fucking test, and this ain't standardized.
Plotting on your downfall because I'm finna rise. Love that. I mean, plotting on your downfall maybe isn't the best way to look at things. It's not, don't put other people down for you to rise yourself. But in total, I love his morals. I think he has very high morals. I think the way he sees life is quite deep in a way. And 24 is still young. I thought he was a lot younger, but 24 is still young. So it's understandable why he has so many life lessons. But it's still crazy how much life lessons he actually has for his age.
Downfall, although I plan to rise. Life's your biggest fucking test, and this ain't standardized. Quite remedial, the type to see it through. I write for me and you, accomplish shit that isn't feasible. Now what would Jesus do? Fishing bread to the masses. In terms of getting head, I was the head of my classes. Yang to my yang like the feds in harassment. Everything's good, my nigga, like why you asking? Beware of ulterior motives, deeper desires. My whole catalog, I'm keeping the fire. My mom still go to work every day, can't wait till she can retire. I keep it real and that's what people admire. Okay, then ask, what do you want from me? What do you need? I'm only a human, baby, and we all bleed.
Is it the idea of how much he actually does for people and how he sees everything and that idea? And it's like people still want more. I feel like maybe it's that sort of, that's where he's coming with it, that people are still asking for more all the time, no matter how much he actually does. And so it's like, what do you want from me? We literally both bleed, we're all human.
What do you want from me? What do you need? I'm only a human, baby, and we all bleed. Never live with vices or destroy with greed. I'm a man with pride, I won't beg or plead. Just ask, what do you want from me? Is it ever enough?
I just love that bit. Is it ever enough?
What do you want from me? Is it ever enough?
His voice. The voice of his music genuinely has shocked me. I never expected it. Like, I don't know when. Every time I listen to a new artist, it's usually around the same sort of style. And I never expected there to be so many morals in this and so many, like, it's so mature. It's very mature music, and I'm very shocked by that. You don't hear it a lot anymore. You honestly don't hear music like this anymore. He's got an old style to it.
Because you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
The disrespect. Never disrespect where someone comes from. Never. Another music video. Oh, we've got Gunna in this. I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting big things.
Hold on, I don't got the time today. Money on my mind, nigga, I got to grind today. Get that shit on delay. Tell my brothers you ain't gotta worry, I'ma find a way. Shit gon' line in place. Hot out the porch too early, on my mama say. My card ain't decline today. Sun gon' shine, nigga, sun gon' shine today. I remember them cold nights.
Alright, I really like how he came straight into that one. The trumpets gives almost a royal vibe to it, and then he comes straight in with like, don't go shine today. I'm a grind today. Like that. I like when, I honestly just like motivational music when they talk about how themselves are going to grind for where they want to go. I love that because it's like, yes, you're making me feel like I should grind because I might get to where you are. And I love that. Even though it's probably not very much of a high chance that you will get there, it makes you want to grind because you know that they got there because they grinded.
Today. Sun gon' shine, nigga, sun gon' shine today. I remember them cold nights. Ninth grade chief keep first drop don't like. Why the time had to go by. Eat free lunch at the school used to roll dice. I remember I ain't have shit. I was
love this.
Put that shit in the past tense. Check out my jag tense. Had to boss up, nigga can't live average. How the fuck nigga still broke? Put on my men, nigga, put on my lil bros. Need a Brazil hoe. 2003, my cousin taught me how to heel toe. Swear I ain't dancing. Shit going up, nigga, watch how I transcend. Don't need no damn friends. Rap shit for grabs and I swear it's getting rammed.
This is exactly the definition of what, like, motivating someone is. How he showed this, him sat in the bath in this really small house, trying to listen to music and trying to write stuff down. Like, how he started off so at the bottom, how Drake likes to say, started from the bottom, now I'm here. That's what happens. You start off from the bottom, but you can make it when you keep grinding. And he sat there in this room with, like, his keyboard and his headphones, and you get there. You'll eventually get there. Everyone starts in the same place sometimes.
Don't need no damn friends. Rap shit for grabs and I swear it's getting rammed. I don't got the time today. Money on my mind, nigga, I got to grind today. Get that shit on delay. Tell my brothers you ain't gotta worry, I'ma find a way. Shit gon' line in place. Hot out the porch too early, on my mama say. My card ain't decline today. Sun gon' shine, nigga, sun gon' shine today. I don't got the time today. Money on my mind, nigga, I got to grind today. Get that shit on delay. Tell my brothers you ain't gotta worry, I'ma find a way. Shit gon' line in place. Hot out the porch too early, on my mama say. My card ain't
honestly vibing with this chorus. Vibe with it so much. It's just like a vibe. I'm really vibing with it. And it sounds like the melody. Every time he sings, he really makes it catchy, and I love that he has a good talent with his singing. Rather than just his rapping, his singing is very... Normally, rappers have, like, kind of, like, a strength in their rap and, like, a weakness in their singing. Or they'll have a strength in their singing and a weakness in their rap. But he has quite a good balance in both.
Shit gon' line in place. Hot out the porch too early, on my mama say. My card ain't decline today. Sun gon' shine, nigga, sun gon' shine today. Yeah, sun gon' shine today. Ain't no kids crying today. You don't waste your time too late. I see you trying to contemplate. Match with top-notch playboy, bunny looking bitch. See through lingerie. I can pay a crimes to play. Bust a few rhymes today. Hey, spinning like I'm trying to race. Hey, spinning
nice.
Hey, sing to him like Sade. Yeah, money every Monday. Drink all the water, give me Prince God like Kanye. Had to take the hard away. Now I'm doing shows, rocking New Zealand, me and Cordae.
It's like the way it keeps going back to his clip in this room, and like everyone's like shocked and they're like vibing with the way he's playing the keyboard, and they're like trying to sing on top of it and stuff like that. It's like everybody starts somewhere, and I really vibing with this song at the moment. I vibe with the meaning, I vibe with the song. Gunna worked well on this. The transition was very smooth, although there was a gap between where Gunna started and Cordae ended. It was quite smooth. Gunna's voice went well with Cordae's song singing.
Had to take the hard away. Now I'm doing shows, rocking New Zealand, me and Cordae. Back in Australia, mate. I done paid the wave, even left them a trail.
Australia, mate.
I'm just trying to build a case. I just thank God I ain't stressing my bills to pay. I ain't having nothing bad to say. Bank account loaded, got $500,000 cash in the safe. We was getting it way back in the day. Now we in a big body made bet, taking up space. I don't got a time today. Money on my mind, nigga, I got to grind today. Get that shit on delay. Tell my brothers you ain't gotta worry, I'ma find a way. Shit gon' line in place. Hot not the Porsche too early, what my mama say. My card ain't decline today. Sun gon' shine, nigga, sun gon' shine today.
Love this. Honestly, I like that. It had a really happy, like, ending to it. It started off with just him on top of this rooftop, and he says the chorus where, like, he's gonna grind today, he's not got time for anything else. But the ending, how it just started, like, happy, it ended happy, like, the music falling down, they're talking about how they don't need to pay bills anymore, and all this sort of stuff, even though it started with him sat in this bathtub, listening to, got his earphones in and writing music. So I just love motivational songs. I know I said as well, did I say it as well, like, trumpet? It's not even a trumpet. It's like they've changed the note on the keyboard to make it sound a bit more like trumpety vibe. It's obviously just changing the tone of the keyboard, but still, it gives a trumpet vibe, and that gives that sort of vibe of royalty from a bird's eye view. Cordae. Aww, it's cute.
This is a Connect Services
Shiloh
prepaid call
Interlude.
from
Shiloh Young.
This call will be recorded and monitored. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To hear the cost of this call, press 9 now. To accept this call, press 0.
So we're like halfway
For
through the
further
album now.
inquiries, Thank you for using Connect Services.
Hello?
See, Carter. I can't believe the instruments he uses, they're so different every
Ladies
time.
and gentlemen, boys and girls, I need y'all to just rock with me.
He definitely has quite a 90s style to him though, that's one thing for sure. Like, even though the instruments he uses are very different each and every time, and his tone's different each and every time, he still has a 90s style to him.
I used to dream about a Dodge Charger. Suicide doors sitting on 24s. I was trying to find a job and shit, why bother? Being broken make you try harder. Sitting in
True.
the house watching Coach Carter. Plotting on this fucking Cartier. Hey, plus a nigga trying to go farther. I finally arrived and nobody's here. Hey, I used to dream about a new Hummer. Back when good music dropped, Cruel Summer.
I'm vibing with the title of the album is called Bird's Eye View, and I think that more represents the fact that he's kind of high up now, looking down on his life and his sort of the mindset that he had when he was trying to get up there, and it's looking down on that, and I really like that idea. I like when album cover, an album title has quite a deep meaning to it, and it really represents what every song in that album is talking about.
I used to dream about a new Hummer. Back when good music dropped, Cruel Summer. Back when niggas wondered if I do numbers. Check the stats, boy, a nigga doing huge numbers. Got the dime piece sucking on my cucumber. I ain't doing too bad for a newcomer. This nice shit gave me scars with a bruise under. Certain shit'll make you wonder. But That's a part of the game we call life. Love is hard to attain. My little brother drive a Jeep and I just bought him a chain. A real nigga, what I'm is and what I always remain. But this bitch temptation keep calling my name. I wrote this song.
Love that. So obviously he's talking about how before he became famous, when he was thinking about how he wanted a Hummer and all these other things, how he watched Coach Carter on TV and all these things about how where he wants to get to. And then now he's like, when it came into rap, he was like, and now I've brought my brother a new chain, and he's actually got there. The fact that people were thinking like, is he going to do numbers? And now I actually have done numbers, and I'm doing well for someone who's a newcomer.
Is and what I always remain. But this bitch temptation keep calling my name. I wrote this song in LA, I was driving my Benz, thinking about this road I'm on to acquire ends. I'm a fucking outlier, I retire these trends. Niggas told me I was stupid just for hiring friends. I used to dream about a Dodge Charger, suicide doors, sitting on 24s. I was trying to find a job and shit, why bother?
Why bother?
Being broken make you try harder. Sitting in the house watching Coach Carter. Plotting on this fucking Cartier. Hey, plus a nigga trying to go
so
far.
good.
I finally arrived and nobody's here.
Yeah, I really like how his structure of his music, basically, the structure of this song in particular. He starts off with his rap about where he wants to be and where he is at the moment, and then his rap goes into where he is, like how he's doing well. Then the chorus goes back down to like where he wanted to be, and then the rap back to where he is. I love that structure. It's like, look, this is where I was, but I have got here now, and it's so easy well, it's not easy, but if you grind hard enough, you will get there too.
Plus a nigga trying to go farther. I finally arrived and nobody's here. Okay, listen to these proverbs or odd words we call rap music that took me all across the globe. Watch people react to it. Figments of imagination.
That's me.
Indescribable with words, so I'll go illustrate it. Illustrious rhyming career for which my rhymes are revered. Clear signs of alignment shows my timing is near. We all here for an assignment. Several souls that are migrant, simply vessels in this climate. Solitary confinement. I break free every time that I wake. My faith leads and creates seeds that eventually blossoms of trees. Getting rid of all the extra shit I thought I would need. I put your head on the swivel, wear my heart on the sleeve. But just breathe, this simple exercise can even rectify our greatest sins. Although my days will end next to God, I atone for all of my wrongs through our songs. But let him who is without sin go cast the first stone. I used to dream about a Dodge Charger, suicide doors sitting on.
Ooh, that bit there, the Dodge Charger, like the little background vocals. But I really like it. Yeah, it's just his tone of music. The fact that this is like almost 90s style, and a lot of his music has been quite like a 90s style, and I like that. Like I said, I feel like there's definitely a place for him in the rap industry that he's still making his way to at the moment, because he's very underrated in my opinion. I think 500,000 subscribers. When I first clicked this, it's been out 6 hours and he's only got 10k views like on one of the songs, and that's crazy to me, because usually when I react to artists, I see like wake up and see already hundreds of thousands of views on their songs. So it was crazy seeing like barely any views, but I think he's definitely got a long way to go and he will get there. I have no doubts that he wouldn't.
I was trying to find a job and shit, why bother? Being broken make you try harder. Sitting in the house watching Coach Carter. Plotting on this fucking Cartier. Hey, plus a nigga trying to go farther. I finally arrived and nobody's here. Yeah.
I like that. I just really like the instruments he uses. They're so different, and I know I repeat that so much, but I'm genuinely shocked. I always say it all the time. I love when people use instruments in rap music, and that's what he's done here. Oh, we've got Sinister featuring Lil Wayne, the official music video. I've noticed as well, normally, people only have like one music video in an album, and then they'll come with some new music videos here and there afterwards. But he's got 3 music videos so far in his album. He's really been grinding for this album.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small minded
Yeah.
nigga, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my nigga, I swing the pendulum. If the bitch bag a dick shit, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the fuck up, just let me talk, nigga.
He has a Hopsin style to him. It's literally just clicked in my head now because I was thinking, I was like, what style does he have to him? Hopsin when he would do his Ill Minds of Hopsins. It's this style. Although their vocals are very different, like the tone of their voice, it's a similar style, and I love that. I think that's why I have such a soft spot for him. I absolutely love Hopsin. I love his music, and I know that might be an unpopular opinion because not a lot of people do for some reason. But I love Hopsin. Definitely similar styles.
X rhymes, and by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the fuck up, just let me talk, nigga. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off, nigga. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, this should take me a lot farther. Growing up, should I really have beef with my father? But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, nigga, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister.
Alright, pause it on the chorus. But I always say this, I'm like, where's Lil Wayne gonna come in? Where is he gonna come in? Because with Lil Wayne, like, you always imagine him a certain way. Like, I always imagine a Lil Wayne in a certain way with his vocals and his tone of voice. So it's always like, when it's something different, I'm like, how's he gonna get in there? How's he gonna get in? And he never fails to impress me. Never fails to impress me. He always knows, he's very versatile with his music. He always knows what he can do to get into that music video. It's the same with the KSI song. And another song I literally just reacted to, I can't remember which one, of Lil Wayne, and he fit in so well with music that was so out of his genre.
But either way, they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, nigga, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded nigga, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed them. Keep your mouth shut, cause niggas got ultimatums. Stupid situations to turn off and create some. The motor mouth nigga is usually causing mayhem.
Lil tune flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma shit on them. Just like my keys, drop my genitals. On our dinner work, my thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential, philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you, Messiah.
One thing I gotta say about Lil Wayne as well is the way that his rhyme schemes are on point all the time. His rhyme schemes are always on point, and he knows what words to add together so it still makes sense in a way, but it rhymes and it sounds similar. The words sound similar, and I love that about Lil Wayne. It's something that kind of goes over your head because the words sound so similar that you're like, what is he on about in a way? It's too fast for you. And like that's my opinion on him. I think that sometimes a lot of the stuff he says goes straight over my head.
Me's brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8 blunts, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a dick.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, it's straight literature. Small-minded nigga, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
Love that, the way that they still came together right at the end. I like when a feature isn't like just someone's featuring in the song. I like it when they make it part of their song. So like Cordae starts, Lil Wayne goes next, and then they kind of balance each other out at the end. So it's like all their songs put together. It's not just like, oh yeah, Cordae, and then Lil Wayne has his little verse. The same with Gunna. Although Gunna and him didn't sing together at the end, I like the fact Gunna's verse was so long. Gunna's verse was at least like half the song, and it shows that Cordae is not trying to take the limelight all the time. He still wants his features to really be out there in his songs.
Hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my nigga, I swing the pendulum. If the bitch bag a dick shit, I'm gonna give her some.
Swing the pendulum.
Alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
I love the chorus on that. I was truly vibing with the chorus on that because it was all the whole, like, they can't get rid of you, that's why they get annoyed, and like, how he said as well about you're so close-minded that your thoughts are so miniature, like you can't get anywhere with such a simple mind, and all these other things that he was saying about the chorus. He was speaking pure facts in the chorus.
Lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign, motherfucker.
What was that idea? The fact that people can look at him on these TVs and be like inspired by who he is, and like if that is the case. Chronicle featuring H.E.R and Lil Durk. Ooh, Lil Durk! He's got some good features.
Yeah. I'm on this road, and I'm not sure where my heart is headed. And if you left me now, I know how far I regret it. Told you once, tell you twice that I'm indebted. But I can't waste no time, you know my time is precious. Hey, hand up, Ellie.
Is that Lil Durk starting that? Did Lil Durk start that? Because it doesn't sound like Cordae from what I've heard, because it's so melodical. So if that is the case, which I'm a bit confused if it is or not. If that is the case, I'd like, again, how they're making the song theirs and Cordae's not taking all the limelight.
Yante for that diamond necklace. Hey, tell me you don't need shit, girl, and I respect it. I'm on the road too much, shit kinda hectic. Telling you what's on my mind, don't use my thoughts as leverage. Hey, I've been traveling around these crossroads. Gotta compromise some shit, but that's a small toll. Hey,
love
crazy
melody.
When we first met, we was lost souls. But I know I gotta grow. I lace my bitch in the best. Give her designer sex. If I fucked up, I'm sorry. Here's 50 racks for the stress.
I'm really liking the melody. I love it. I think it's so like it's chilled out. And again, this like instrumental is more how rap is nowadays, very electronic and like just the standard beat. So it's kind of fits in with like Lil Durk's style there. But Lil Durk is quite melodic as well in terms of what instruments he uses.
Give her designer sex.
I don't know who H.E.R is.
50 racks for the stress. Not easy to impress. Always wanna know what's next. I go as deep as I can and make her shake like Tourette's and say, love is no miracle and love ain't no thing. But trust is something you should know. But we both been through pain. Yeah. I'm on this road.
Harmonies! That was so good. So I'm assuming her is a girl because that was a girl's voice. But I'm really struggling to find out like whose voice is what at the moment.
And I'm not sure where my heart is headed. And if you left me now, I know how far I regret it. Told you once, tell you twice that I'm indebted. But
beautiful
I can't waste
voice.
no time. You know my time is precious.
I just need love. I need someone to give me more perspective.
So that's her.
Just hope you call me when you get a second. Yeah, I don't need no lectures, baby. I just need your presence. And I promise I'm gonna stay no matter where we left it.
They've done really well with the production, her voice. So well in the production. The harmony is constantly, her it's so full. Her verse is so full and layered and I love that.
Baby, I just need your presence. And I promise I'm gonna stay no matter where we left it. Time and effort, I just need time and effort. Temptations in my past, yeah, all the times I was tested. You wanna go, but just make sure that we stay connected. I know you're solid, so I promise you that I'm invested. Love is so beautiful.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Just trust is something you should know. We both feel the same.
I'm on this road, and I'm not sure where my heart is headed.
So that must be Cordae. The person at the start and like this chorus, it must be Cordae because why would Lil Durk have the main part of the song? But he does sound so similar to Lil Durk. It has genuinely boggled my mind a little bit. And seems like she's more R&B style, so this is more like an R&B type song. I love that. I love, again, the tone. Every song is completely different.
If you left me now, I know how far I regret it. Told you once, tell you twice that I'm indebted. But I can't waste no time, you know my time is precious.
Rich and Millie to 360, cause you been real with me 360. Street nigga buy all drugs, but you made a nigga buy you new titties. I made room, I care to make you love me, not make shade room. Ain't scared to say I love you, but to be honest, you can't leave soon.
I truly thought, like, that Cordae's verses sounded like Lil Durk. It genuinely did. Like, Lil Durk, he's very melodic with his music. So this Lil Durk is different.
Make you love me, not make shade room. Ain't scared to say I love you, but to be honest, you can't leave soon. Ain't work. I tried. You tell me I spend my time without my gas.
I genuinely never remembered Lil Durk's voice being that low, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else in my head.
Can't leave soon, ain't work. I tried. You tell me I spend my time without my gas. No, we don't spend time. I say I'm a star, but I still do. These gonna be the same ones that's gonna kill for you.
Beautiful voice.
this road, and I'm not sure where my heart is headed. And if you left me now, I know how far I regret it. Told you once, tell you twice that I'm indebted. But I can't waste no time, you know my time is precious.
My favourite song on the album, straight up, I already know it, this is my favourite song on the album. I just love how full this song sounds, like her coming in with all these harmonies constantly, throughout the whole song, she's in it, and I love that, it really filling up and layering the song, and it's beautiful, it's so beautiful. The chorus is so nice.
That I'm indebted. But I can't waste no time, you know my time is precious.
I'm on this road, and I'm not sure where my heart is headed. And if you
So
left
good.
me now, I know I regret it.
And now Cordae is harmonising with her. I love that, they're changing it up.
Told you once, told you twice that I'm indebted. But I can't waste no time, you know my time is precious.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm shocked with how confused I got with Lil Durk and Cordae. I'm shocked. Like, I never remembered Lil Durk's voice being that low for some reason. But it could be that I've not heard his music for quite a while. No, my favourite song on the album, 100%. They really took their time on that one. They really worked on that one. Champagne Glasses featuring Freddie, Gibbs and Stevie Wonders on harmonica. Nice. He's really gone in with the features. How does he, all these different instruments he uses, he's got harmonica. Like, I am mind blown for a rap artist to come out with such versatile music. I love it. I love it.
Okay, conversations getting complicated, I could tell ya. 15 was in them handcuffs with paraphernalia. I grew up in them trenches, boy, your house had wine cellar. If anybody ever had a problem, gave them hell. I got my auntie, brothers, daddy, cousin, backstage passes. Everybody celebrating with their champagne glasses.
Is it shocking that he sounds like this here and then he sounded so beautiful like in his singing in the last one? It crazes me how versatile people can be with their voice as well. And especially Cordae, I've said so many times, his tone in every single song is so different. He really knows how to change every single song up. No song sounds the exact same. And the same with his voice, he knows how to change his voice up.
I'm just sitting full of pain as I'm touring the country. Thought the stress-free life was gonna come with the money. I got my head up in the clouds, living off daydreaming. Still high up off of life, I know my light ray beaming. Got up out the river, nigga, now I'm straight mainstreaming. Flowing heavy, remember uncle drove his Chevy on his wrist. Was a stolen Rolly Prezi, couldn't tell him shit. Arrogance is deadly in the moment, damn he relished it. Matching chain embellished it. Drug dealer dreams with prison nightmares. Was tight red, and if the shoe fits, I'll buy the right pair. But shit be getting worse about the second, I'm guessing. Put a smile up on my face, cause life is all about perception. Tell my niggas that I'm
talking about the daydream, and then he says that put a smile on your face because it's all about perception. It's all about how you are perceived, is what people think about you, and it's so true with that. It's like when you smile, people genuinely think you're such a happy person. Little do they know that behind that smile you're probably very sad. Like there's a potential that you could be really upset in that day, but when you smile no one knows any different. And it's crazy how that perception of somebody can really change like how you see them.
Put a smile up on my face, cause life is all about perception. Tell my niggas that I'm happy, happiness manifesting. Even though it's quite the opposite, but shit, I'm digressing.
Exactly.
Okay. Conversations getting complicated, I could tell ya. 15 was in them handcuffs with paraphernalia. I grew up in them trenches, boy, your house had wine cellar. If anybody ever had a problem, gave them hell. I got my auntie, brothers, daddy, cousin, backstage passes. Everybody celebrating with their champagne glasses. I'm just sitting full of pain as I'm touring the country. Thought the stress-free life was gonna come with the money.
Conversations getting
thought the stress-free life was going to come with the money is never the case. Like, people, like, I think that's the thing with daydreaming. Sometimes you daydream so much that you don't realise the actual reality behind stuff sometimes. It's good to daydream because it's what causes the ambition to get you to where you want to be. However, there's things like thinking that the stress-free life comes with the money is not the case. That stress never goes, unfortunately. You can never be not stressed. It just because you become famous and you succeed doesn't mean there's no stress behind it. I've never heard of Freddie Gibbs, but I'm ready to check him out.
With they champagne glasses, I'm just sitting full of pain as I'm touring the country. Thought the stress-free life was gonna come with the money.
Conversations getting complicated, investigated now. You can't shit on me, you pussy niggas is constipated now. Big VF for life, the biggest rabbit in the nation now. You can't shit on me, you pussy niggas is constipated now. Niggas can't shit on me, piss a set trip on me. Play me like I'm pussy and once you enter I burn like syphilis G. Youngin' did a bid for me, I'ma slide for him cause he slid for me. Know that you feeling this gangster shit, I can feel it all up in your energy. Gotta break.
Sounds a bit like Kevin Gates, but as well, it's how Cordae is very mature with his music. He doesn't really like slander people, it seems like. And the way Freddie Gibbs just comes in like slandering everyone is that difference between the two. I think it's nice to have that balance sometimes, but it's different.
For me. Know that you feeling this gangster shit, I can feel it all up in your energy. Got her pregnant once I gave her backstage passes. Rapper that dirty, I know my shit dirty, I'd rather get caught than get blasted. Crackers don't understand that they kidnap us and treat us like cargo, they stash us. I just sit back and get high and I think about how long this rap shit gon' last.
Okay, yeah. Conversations getting complicated, I could tell ya. 15 was in them handcuffs with paraphernalia.
Yes.
Up in them trenches, boy.
You can really hear it's so faint, but you can hear the background vocals in my right ear.
15 was in them handcuffs with paraphernalia. I grew up in them trenches, boy, your house had wine cellar. If anybody ever had a problem, gave them hell. I got my auntie, brothers, daddy, cousin, backstage passes. Everybody celebrating with their champagne glasses. I'm just sitting full of pain as I'm touring the country. Thought the stress-free life was gonna come with the money.
It's that there. Like, I obviously already spoke about how perception of somebody can change how you think of them, but also the way that he says that I bought my auntie, uncle, brother, everybody backstage passes to my shows. They're probably buzzing that they like get to see him backstage and they're so happy for how much he's overcome. But he sat there sad on his tour, like not happy at all. And it's crazy the way that his smile obviously then makes people think that he's happy when he's not. The success doesn't always make you happy, and I think he's made that very evident in here, how everybody else feels about him and how he feels about himself.
As I'm touring the country, thought the stress-free life was gonna come with the money. No.
Like the fingers. Yeah, I really... Can't tell at all if there's some like sort of saxophones come into there or if it's the saxophone voice on the piano. I think that'll probably be more of what's actually happened there, but still I like that it's different. That, in fairness as well, the instrumental at the end is so long. Like, I have no idea why that... Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's not a saxophone, it's a harmonica from Stevie Wonder's. I completely forgot about Stevie Wonder's, but that's what it is. That's why it's so long, because he's having his little solo moment. My bad, guys. Nice. Can't believe I completely forgot about Stevie Wonder's. I'm sitting there thinking it's a saxophone. Westlake High. can't believe how smooth his music is. That was crazy. I didn't expect that. The tempo completely changed.
You know, I just want to apologize in advance, really, for
It's alright.
all my mistakes that I'm bound to make, that I've made in the past, though. No human is perfect, and I'm not trying to either. Yeah, alright, if only Father Time had the patience of Mother Nature.
He is so mature. So mature. He literally, just then, he was talking about how he just wants to apologise in advance for mistakes that he'll probably make in the future, because everybody makes mistakes. And yeah, I can't believe how mature he is. 24 years old. It's young, but it's still young. Like, you don't expect it. Like, 25, 26, even that still feels young to me as well. And it's like crazy how mature he actually is for his age.
Yeah, alright, if only Father Time had the patience of Mother Nature. If only I was wiser when I first discovered paper. If only Martin Luther never stayed at the Lorraine Hotel. Should he still be alive and well? Shout out my nigga Yo Gotti, that's my Memphis connect. He always put his niggas on, and so I give him respect. My right wrist Audemars, left wrist a Protect. Fuck a ox cord nigga, throw that shit in cassette tape. I went to Westlake High where death rates rise, and some people go on to waste the rest of their lives. I go back every now and then to check their vibes. The rest of my classmates working tech-based jobs. I just bought a...
I'm actually, like, that caught me off guard a bit. I think the part that caught me off guard the most was when, what if Martin Luther King never went to that hotel? Would he have still been alive? And it's all these what ifs that you think about in life. It's like, what if he never went there? Would he still be alive right now? Or what if this ever happened? Would this happen in the future? Like, it's so much what ifs in life, where it's like you have to realise that you can't be thinking about the what ifs. You have to think about the present now and what has happened, because that was meant to happen.
To check they vibes. The rest of my classmates working tech-based jobs. I just bought a Range Rover and did a song with Nas. In the belly of the beast where the strong survive. Try and move past the lows and prolong the highs. But still I rise. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, it's times like this in life where we just gotta relish in the moment, man, and cherish these moments, dog. Cause like, I made it, man, and it's not like it's a surprise or anything, but
I kind of want to pause it just so like it doesn't take so long and copyright grabs me, but it's so like it's not really much instruments in this one. There's still instruments, but it's all these like talking and singing in the background that's kind of overpowering this one a little bit. So it sounds a bit odd in a way, but he's not singing anymore. He's talking now, so I guess it works.
Man, and, it's not like it's a surprise or anything, but I'm just gonna live in this moment and be present at this time, though. I'm gonna be doing this music shit at the absolute highest level for a long ass time, man, as long as I want to. And that's all I try to do, man, is give y'all my life and everything from a bird's eye view. Though you must remember that the mantra, the way of life is always everything high level.
I loved that right there. That gave me so much hope for some reason. Like, it was all the singing coming on and the beat, and then his talking, like inspirational talking about how he's happy about where he's come to. He's got to thank God, and it really brought the whole thing together. I think we're coming towards the end of the album now. I guess that's why he's brought up this he said that, but love it.
The way of life is always everything high level. And also, I want to dedicate this album to my grandmother, my late grandmother, God rest her soul, Janet Dunstan. She was on my last album singing Interludes, dog, and man, I miss that woman so much. But I'm gonna be here for a long time, man, as long as I want to do this shit. Everything high level.
Love that. Love that. So much, like, I don't even know, so much maturity. It's just maturity. Honestly, that's all I can say about it. So much maturity, humbleness. Love it. I wonder how many songs are left. 2 more.
Join 888 Casino
We've got...
today and play
Oh,
for 88
alright.
for free. Enjoy
We've got a
daily
song with Eminem and then we've got a
hundreds
song
of
with Roddy
high-paying
Ricch.
slots and
Parables remix featuring Eminem. Yeah. Yeah. You could expect this sort of like beat to come on for Eminem. That was just like, it was bound to happen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's panning from ear to ear.
Yeah, done seen some shit within my lifetime. My light shine bright. Protect your energy from poison when a python strike. My first mistake was doing robberies on Nikon bikes. Watch my moves and I'ma show you what an icon like. Y'all let bygones be bygones, right? Nigga, fuck your truce. Bust your move. And if that nigga touch your shoe.
I see Eminem being on this track. I already picture it. Like things with like when I said about Lil Wayne, sometimes you can't picture Lil Wayne being on a track. But I picture Eminem on this track right now.
Be bygones, right? Nigga, fuck your truce. Bust your move. And if that nigga touch your shoes, you better blast on them. And on my mama, nigga, I'ma get that cash on them. 100 on a dash on them, swerve. Born from the trenches,
nice.
From the burbs, nigga. Fuck the earth burn, nigga. I'ma get this motherfucking chicken. And if a nigga ever got a problem, nigga, we can fucking solve it on my mama, nigga. I just been itching to prove myself. I just pray throughout the struggle, I don't lose myself. Glock no safety plaques and coat, I might shoot myself. They catching bullets like 2 Odells, and nigga, you gon'
He said it again that he was like, I just pray that I don't lose myself. And that's something he's mentioned a lot in his tracks in this album about how when he's now got success and wealth, I hope I don't lose myself, and I'm really trying not to lose myself in that, because a lot of people do. He's mentioned that a lot, so you can tell that's one of the fears he has about it.
I might shoot myself. They catching bullets like 2 Odells, and nigga, you gon' tell. But I can tell you about the time was going hard up in the paint, and I can tell you shit that other niggas can't. Let me tell you, I can tell you about the time I had to drop a nigga rank, and I can tell you shit I did up off the drink. Let me tell you, I can tell you about the time I signed a deal for 20 bands and used that shit to get my brother out the can. Let me tell you, I can tell you by the time I had a penny in the plan. I can tell you shit, but you won't understand. Let me tell you, first and foremost.
I really like that, the structure there, where it was like, I can tell you this, let me tell you. And I can tell you this and this and this, so let me tell you. I like that. I like the repetitiveness of it. It's sometimes you don't realize how much, like, repetitiveness in a song really gets a point across. Like, it has so much atmosphere in being repetitive, and I love that.
I had a penny in the plan. I can tell you shit, but you won't understand. Let me tell you, first and foremost, for every door that's open, the door closed. Be the nigga, take his Bordeaux, upgrade my wardrobe, and Lord knows, living like this, it leads a short road, a dead end, or prison time where we was heading. Instead, when I got bread, broke it with brethren, eyes open, leave the house, move like a veteran. Made a couple dollars from comers, my niggas flexing. Nigga got a problem, then I can make some corrections. Okay, cool, still with the same niggas since grade school. Give a fuck about your shade room when I had made room for everybody on that late move.
So because this says Parables remix, I assume Parables is already a song and Cordae has remixed this with Eminem. Am I right in thinking that? Let me know, because I've not heard it. I don't have a clue. I don't listen to Eminem that much either, so I don't know if that's an Eminem song.
Since grade school, give a fuck about your shade room when I had made room for everybody on that late moon and word the race room. Had to bring the motherfucking schwank on them, and I ain't even wanna had to blank on them. That lamb truck got a full tank on them, but a nigga better not look at me wrong. It's certain shit that I can't say on this song, but let me tell you, nigga, I can tell you about the time was going hard up in the paint.
Okay, so that's his chorus.
Shit that other niggas can't. Let me tell you, I can tell you about the time I had to drop a nigga rank, and I can tell you shit I did up off the drink.
Can you hear that, like, sort of beat, like, bum, 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 bum? It's almost like that instrument, you know, with, you do this to it, and then, like, it has a string on it, and it kind of hits the drum on the other side. It sounds like one of those, and if he has used that in his music, I will be mind blown about how many instruments he's actually used. Like, in rap music, how many instruments has been used. I love that.
I can tell you about the time I had to drop a nigga rank, and I can tell you shit I did up off the drink. Let me tell you, I can tell you about the time I signed a deal for 20 bands and used that shit to get my brother out the can. Let me tell you.
My battery honestly dies at me at the worst possible times, but we'll get back into it.
Shit, but you won't understand. Let me tell you,
some shit within my lifetime. At one time, I can still remember.
Whoa! That was so smooth, that transition. I didn't even expect it.
I've seen some shit within my lifetime. At one time, I can still remember just how bad I used to want 5 mics. My biggest dream was just to make it in the unsigned hype. It's so hard for me to fathom this was once my life. Should I make you wanna cop out like a plea deal? So I treat it beat like a Takashi. Spit on that bitch like Big Mill. My addiction got me weak willed. I'm relapsing, I think I can't seem to stop eating beat pills. And Dr. DRE, he still keeps on giving me refills. Send him at me.
One thing that I love about Eminem is he really uses sound effects a lot in his music, and it brings the whole thing together. It almost makes it like you're there and it's in a movie rather than just like a song. So it's like there, the spits like Tekashi or whatever he said about that, and you can hear like the sound of him like spitting. So although it's kind of gross, I like it. I like how it's it makes you feel like you're in that moment.
Seem to stop eating beat pills, and Dr. DRE, he still keeps on giving me refills.
Dr. Dre.
To indiscriminately, women and men and little kids, senior citizens, to the sick is empty. Whip Gen Z into a frenzy, but no gift is in me. I'm stingy, and that is the motherfucking difference between them and me. That's the reason I'm in my Louis Vuitton. What am I? Gorier than Evelyn. This rap shit is something that you'll never see me at, like senior prom. What I mean's the bars higher than Cheech and Chong. When you give them each a bong, I call my stanza fan club. Cause whoever it's unleashed upon fucking beats upon.
You know what? He is so smooth with his music, Eminem. You have to give him credit for that. The fact that he raps so quickly with all these like random voices and everything coming in between his music, and nothing seems to break up. That's what I love. The fact that it's constantly flowing, even though random things are coming in all over the place. It almost seems like his music's all over the place like this, yet still flatlining.
Like police batons, y'all are window shoppers, bunch of peeping toms. Still got that bullseye on my back, red dot on my head, yeah, blood on my hands. For some of the rhymes that I've said, police squad in the task, got him hot on my trail, like my stepfather with the belt. I got SWAT on my ass, I was painfully shy, now I'm proud of myself.
Police sirens in the back.
Kids, I came out of my shell, and I can promise this on my mama. Shit, no, daughters, bitch. Here we go. Every single word of it choose, without further ado, it's return of the ruthless, more murderous than mucus. So what you're gonna do? Think I'm allergic when I point this motherfucker.
The instruments are quite complex here as well. They're all over the place, these instruments, and I'm actually vibing with it so much. They really made an effort with Eminem, and I think from Cordae to Eminem, it was almost a bit like two different songs with how different they both are. In Eminem's verse, it's like these random instruments coming like do-do-do, and they're going with his flow, whereas Cordae's was kind of a steady beat that were going along.
Burner at you, I throw shade, it'll be curtains for you. Pray for the birds to get through birth of a new word. So me, who's determined to do permanent damage with the words that I threw birds off you. I'm referred to as you, like I'm a vulture. Features are tournaments, I turn them into turning me looses like verbal abuse, language hurtful to use, cursing at you. Made a couple of mistakes that occurred in my youth, jumped the hurdle the 2 word, but I'm through with telling you about the food stamps and the government cheese and how we used to get school lunches for free. Already told you about the holes in my pony shoes and rustler jeans when it was mother, little brother, and me. I told you about being kicked out 20 degrees, no money to eat, about the thrift stores and being piss poor.
This wasn't a feature. I don't think it was a feature. This was Eminem and Cordae's song. This was Cordae and Eminem, because Eminem started like bang on in the middle and his verse was so long, and I love that. It wasn't like how I said it feels like two different songs. It wasn't, not that it was two different songs completely, but it still went together. It was their song. Like, it was Cordae and Eminem's song.
The Christmases Ma had gifts for us when Bro and me discovered that she was wrapping shit up around the house to stick it under the tree. Damn.
Like, Eminem finished it off. He finished the song off. Cordae didn't come back in with some sort of chorus. Eminem was like, yeah, alright, leave it to me now. I think this is the last song, Gifted, featuring Roddy Ricch and Clemons. Oh, it's a bonus song. Cause I'm gifted, and I know I'm gifted, and I know that I'm gifted. Beautiful. He needs to sing more. Cordae definitely needs to sing more, because I think his singing voice is absolutely beautiful. Again, with the one with Lil Durk, like, he sounds so good singing that I got confused if it was still him. He sounded so different.
I got a whole lot of people that's been counting on me. Got this bad little shawty going down on the dick. I met shorty and we connected like the Wi-Fi. Hopped in the phantom, disappeared like wildlife. I told niggas that I would make it, they say no way. Why
I have not heard Roddy Ricch for so long. I really need to start like keeping an eye on him a bit more if he's posting or not, because I've not heard of him for ages, but he has a very distinctive voice and I love Roddy Ricch.
I told niggas that I would make it, they say no way. Watch them niggas that might eat up off of your plate. They caught me sliding on the E-way with the heat on the seat. I got tennis chains with crosses, but I still keep a piece. See, I was 12 years with a Tommy fit, 15 cranking Bobby bitch. I was 17 years on this earth when I popped the perk when my body itch. Need a pound of blow when I'm drowning slow. I was down below, word to Roddy Ricch. We was slap boxing, no karate kid. Start to see the difference with a lot of shit. And my grandma got a lot of kids. Bought which farm, no mileage is. Kid says fifth and got a product fit, but I still got a lot of wild shit. Nigga, this the shit that I asked for. Remember last year I was mad poor. See my mama cry over homicide. Now she down the fly, she got
I think I've said before so many times now, he works so well with his features. He works so well with his features. Honestly, like, he doesn't just from to the side. He doesn't take all the limelight. He's really like, okay, you're going to be featuring my song. Yeah, featuring it. Make it your song as well. And I love that.
That I asked for. Remember last year I was mad poor. See my mama cry over homicide. Now she down the fly, she got a passport. And my brother lied for a backdoor. Got my grandmama new Jaguar. Big body whips like Shaq car. No credit check, straight cash card. Nigga no stress, I progress. That's most deaf like Black Star. Seen the future in my Audemars. Stack paper, don't do no facade. I got a whole lot of people that's been counting on me. Got this bad little shawty going down on the dick. I met shorty and we connected like the Wi-Fi. Hopped in the Phantom, disappeared like
I like how he started it with like last year we were upset about someone's death. Now this year, like, my mum can even fly out now. Like, I got her a passport, and it's like I got my uncle a new Jaguar, and it's all these different, how last year could be so different to this year. When you just grind, that full year can change everything.
Connected like the Wi-Fi. Hopped in the Phantom, disappeared like wildlife. I told niggas that I would make it, they say no way. Watch them niggas that might eat up off of your plate. They caught me sliding on the E-way with the heat on the seat. I got tennis chains with crosses, but I still keep a piece. Living out my dream, my life is different.
It's like that thing of there's people that are eating off of your plate. It's like all these, especially famous people, will get it a lot. Fake friends, how they genuinely eat off your plate. They think that they're getting somewhere by knowing you, by being your friend. So they're using you for their own, like, gain, for their own way to succeed. And it's like they're eating off of your plate.
Living out my dream, my life is different. If I want it, then I'ma get it. Living every day like it's Christmas. Cause I'm gifted. And I know what my gift is.
Listen to it.
I'm gifted. And I know what my gift is. I got a whole lot of people that's been counting on me.
You guys need to listen to it. Like, everyone is gifted. Everyone, if they truly think about it, they will get there. And like he says there, last year I was this and this year I'm here because I know I can get there because I am gifted, just like everybody else.
I got a whole lot of people that's been counting on me. Got this bad little shawty going down on a dick. I met shorty and we connected like the Wi-Fi. Hopped in the Phantom, disappeared like wildlife. I told niggas that I would make it, they say no way. Watch them niggas that might eat up off of your plate. They call me sliding on the E-way with the heat on the seat. I got tennis chains with crosses, but I still keep a piece.
No, I really liked how they worked on this song. I love how they worked on it because it's like at the end just there, all three of them sang a little bit of the ending, and I love that. The fact that they came chopping in all the way through the song. They knew that's going to be your verse and you're going to do it there, and then you're going to come over here. And I love that it wasn't just their verse, end. It wasn't like that. And like I've always said before, I like when they all all the features come together at the end to end the song up. But I'm pretty sure that is the end of the album. Yeah. So that is the end of this reaction, guys. If you liked it, please write that thumbs up button. Please put in the comments below what your favourite song on the album was and when you started listening to Cordae, because this is honestly my first time listening to him. If you want early access to some of my reactions and you want to see extra content, please subscribe to our Patreon down below. Bye.
As he speed past the stop sign, now his mom because he wrong, she's so